Welcome to a new video. Today we're actually doing something that has been long overdue for this car. You notice we have this kind of fabric that's laid out that was put on the car before my ownership. This side I actually tried to take that fabric off, clean it up, and then rewrap. That didn't work, so I tried painting it black, and I'll get some detailed shots, but it is just ugly. It's got burn marks from when I tried to melt the glue off, and it burnt right through it, and it's just ugly, right? Same with these rear panels. It's not a bad job on a wrap, but it's just not really matching the car. So what we picked up was these. And the owner of the low 318i had these sitting around. They're black leather wrapped door panels, and we made a little deal. I was gonna give him these chrome lug nuts for his car. I figured they'd look better on his wheels, and I'm gonna put the black lug nuts on my wheels because I figured the contrast will look better rather than having the white and the chrome. To have the black white wheels and then black lug nuts, I figure it'll look a lot better. And these should spice up my car a lot and get rid of this kind of weird black to gray look. So we're gonna get started taking these out. They're pretty easy. They're just clips around the edges. You gotta unscrew this, unplug that, take this little plastic thing off, and then there's two screws right there and there, and then the whole thing pops off. The clips are going to be really bad, I know for a fact, because I'll show you my side first. And these just get bad over time. There's a small gap right here. You see that? That happens over time. Slamming the door, the clips get weak, and you have to replace them because they snap easy and they just don't stay in very well anymore. See? So I have a bunch of those. The worst door panel in the car is by far this side. These don't get used that much, so it didn't bother me so much, but like that whole thing is coming off. That's partially due to these metal clips that push into the door panels, and the cardboard or whatever it is that they clip into in here gets broken. Like you see that's snapped and goes brittle, and it just does not clip in. So what you can do is you can separate the metal a little by pushing a screwdriver in between the two fins, and they should pop in good. So we got all four for matching. I'll clean them a little bit. And something interesting too about these is the speakers. If you notice, we have two speakers. We have kind of a mid-range and a high-range. With my car's doors, we only have one speaker in each side. So I'm gonna have to check the wiring. I know the wiring for the speakers in the door are stock, but the wiring for the speakers by the feet and the speakers back here, the wiring aftermarket, and it runs to, oh, there's my sub falling over, due to that E36 acceleration, and they are wired to this amp here. So I believe the wiring should just click right into each other, but if it's not, I'll have to run some custom wires to these speakers. And this is a little damaged, so I'm going to reuse the plastic trim from my speakers for this and fix it up. It looks like they just tried to glue it together, but it's okay. We can do this legitimately. For today, we're just going to try to get them on and see if the speakers work. So, take out the last one too. We'll put them on and then give them a little clean. But these should look really, really nicely. way better than that. So let's see how it goes. Before, after. Finished installing one of the OEM fog lights that I had. Let's take a look. In comparison, here's the OEM fog lights. Here's that aftermarket fog light. The difference in light is pretty crazy. This one is more of just a direct beam in one spot. I can adjust this one down so that it faces more on the ground like that. But still, it's more of just a beam instead of how a fog light should be spread out like this. This is perfect. Here's a good song. I'll put the headlights on. I don't want to get copyrighted though. All the door panels are installed. I know in Calgary I have one of these waiting for me for this side. For now it's just going to stay like this, but